Every morning dawns like a blank canvas, inviting us to paint the day with our intentions, thoughts, and actions. The dawn presents an extraordinary opportunity to start anew, to harness the power of our beliefs, and to connect with the divine. In this sacred time when the world is still waking up, we can envelop ourselves in God's shield and seek His divine protection from all evil. This practice is not merely a ritual, but a profound way to prepare our spirits for the challenges and victories that lie ahead. The Bible offers a wealth of wisdom on the importance of beginning our day with spiritual grounding. In Psalm 5:3 it is written, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my request before you and wait expectantly." This verse encapsulates the essence of starting our mornings with God. It serves as a reminder that each prayer we send forth is met with divine attention, a protective embrace that shields us from the adversities of life. When we take the time to speak with God, whether in gratitude, supplication, or reflection, we fortify ourselves against the chaos that may unfold. Imagine a soldier preparing for battle. Before stepping onto the battlefield, he dons his armor, ensuring he is protected from harm. Similarly, we must arm ourselves spiritually each morning, wrapping ourselves in the protective cloak of God's love. This is not just an abstract notion. It is a tangible practice that transforms our days. Each prayer acts as a piece of armor, reinforcing our faith and shielding us from the negativity and evil that can infiltrate our lives. Consider the story of David, a figure revered for his deep relationship with God. Before facing Goliath, David did not rush into battle without first seeking divine guidance. He prayed, reflecting on God's past deliverances, and stepped forward with confidence, knowing he was under God's divine protection. This historical account illustrates how starting one's day with prayer and reliance on God's shield can embolden us to face our giants, no matter how insurmountable they may seem. Moreover, the act of prayer is deeply transformative. It is where our raw emotions are refined into faith. When we bring our worries, fears, and hopes before God, we cultivate a connection that prepares us to face whatever lies ahead. It is an opportunity to align our thoughts with God's promises, reminding ourselves of His faithfulness and unwavering support. This daily communion is what equips us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and strength. In our fast-paced world, mornings can easily slip into a whirlwind of activities. However, carving out time for prayer can change the trajectory of our day. It is in this sacred silence that we can hear the gentle whisper of God, guiding us toward His will. This practice of inviting God into our mornings not only establishes a rhythm of faith, but also empowers us to become conduits of His divine protection. When we start our day acknowledging His presence, we become more attuned to His guidance and less susceptible to the distractions and trials of life. The teachings of Jesus further emphasize the importance of this foundation. In Matthew 6:33, He instructs us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." This directive invites us to prioritize our relationship with God, especially at the start of our day. When we seek Him first, we receive His protection and wisdom, allowing us to navigate the day with purpose and clarity. This commitment transforms our mornings into a sacred time of preparation and empowerment. In addition to prayer, affirmations of faith can be a powerful tool in our morning routine. Speaking positive truths over our lives not only reinforces our beliefs, but also aligns our minds with God's promises. For instance, declaring, "I am enveloped in God's shield and I am protected from all evil," sets a powerful tone for the day. These affirmations act as a shield themselves, warding off negativity and instilling confidence. They remind us of our identity as beloved children of God, equipped with His strength and protection. As we engage in these practices, we begin to see how each morning can become a cornerstone of our spiritual journey. The commitment to start our day with God's shield fosters resilience, allowing us to approach our challenges with a sense of divine assurance. We are reminded that, although life may present trials, we are never alone. With each prayer, affirmation, and moment spent in His presence, we reinforce our connection to God and invite His divine protection into every facet of our lives. Ultimately, the act of starting our mornings with God's shield and divine protection from all evil is an invitation to live with intention and purpose. It is a declaration of our faith and trust in His guidance. As we reflect on the power of prayer, obedience, and affirmations, we come to understand that our mornings can be sacred opportunities to align ourselves with God's will. In this sacred space, we are reminded that no matter what the day may bring, we walk forward enveloped in His love and protection. In this light, let us embrace each morning as a chance to renew our spirits, seeking God's shield and inviting His divine protection into our lives. The day ahead is a canvas waiting to be painted with faith, courage, and the assurance of God's presence. Remember, when we start our mornings with a heart aligned to God, we are not merely prepared for the day, we are empowered to transform it. As we rise to greet a new day, it is essential to remember that each morning provides a unique opportunity to envelop ourselves in God's shield and invite His divine protection. The world can often feel overwhelming, filled with uncertainties, distractions, and even evil that seeks to disrupt our peace. However, starting our day with intention allows us to cultivate a spiritual atmosphere that guards our hearts and minds. The act of prayer is more than a series of words spoken in hope. It is a transformative experience that aligns our spirit with God's purpose. When we engage in heartfelt prayer each morning, we refine our raw emotions, channeling them into a focused expression of faith. We acknowledge our vulnerabilities before God, seeking His guidance and strength. This practice of opening our hearts creates a powerful connection, fortifying us against the trials we may face throughout the day. Consider the power of a simple morning prayer. You might begin by expressing gratitude for the gift of a new day, recognizing that each sunrise is a reminder of God's unyielding love and mercy. As you articulate your hopes and concerns, you invite God's presence into your life, creating a protective barrier against negativity and doubt. This is not merely a ritual, it is a sacred dialogue that equips you to navigate through potential adversities. Imagine a scenario where you face a challenging day ahead, a meeting at work that demands your utmost attention and skills, or a personal situation that weighs heavily on your heart. Instead of approaching these challenges with anxiety, you ground yourself in prayer, asking for wisdom and clarity. Through this practice, you envelop yourself in God's shield, allowing His divine protection to guide your words and actions. The outcome may not always align with your expectations, but the assurance that you are enveloped in divine guidance transforms your approach, allowing you to act with confidence and grace. Obedience plays a pivotal role in this process of spiritual preparation. When we commit to living according to God's teachings, we unlock the door to manifestation. Our prayers are not just wishes cast into the void. They are tools of creation that require our active participation. By adhering to the principles of faith, we align ourselves with the divine will, enhancing the effectiveness of our prayers. For instance, let's reflect on the teachings of kindness and compassion. When you choose to embody these virtues, you not only enrich your life but also impact the lives of those around you. If you encounter negativity or hostility during your day, your obedient response, rooted in love and understanding, serves as a powerful countermeasure against evil. You become a vessel of divine protection, reflecting God's light in situations that may otherwise become darkened by despair. Living according to God's commandments also fosters a sense of purpose. Each decision you make, grounded in obedience, becomes an opportunity to manifest God's will on earth. This perspective transforms mundane tasks into sacred acts, where even the smallest gesture can lead to significant changes. When you wake up each morning with the intention to follow God's teachings, you are not just seeking protection, you are engaging in a collaborative effort to bring about goodness in the world. Moreover, nurturing a deeper relationship with God allows us to live in His presence continuously. It is not limited to our morning routine but extends throughout our day. When we consciously invite God into our thoughts and actions, we cultivate an environment where His divine protection reigns. This presence serves as a shield against evil influences, helping us maintain clarity and focus amidst distractions. To illustrate this, consider a daily affirmation practice. Each morning, after your prayer, take a moment to declare affirmations that resonate with your faith. Phrases like, "I am surrounded by God's shield," or "I walk in His divine protection today," reinforce your spiritual commitment and instill a sense of security. These affirmations can act as reminders throughout the day, keeping your mind anchored in the truth of God's promises. As you navigate through daily challenges, you may encounter moments that test your faith. Suppose you face a difficult interaction with a colleague who seems to embody negativity. Instead of succumbing to frustration, draw upon the strength of your morning prayers and affirmations. Remind yourself of God's shield surrounding you, granting you the ability to respond with patience and understanding. In doing so, you not only protect yourself, but also illuminate the possibility of transformation in others. The beauty of starting each morning with God's shield and divine protection is that it invites us to live purposefully. Every moment becomes an opportunity to reflect God's love and grace. When we consciously align our actions with His will, we create ripples of positivity that can influence our surroundings. The light we carry becomes a beacon of hope for those who may be struggling with their own battles against evil. Additionally, as you cultivate this practice, consider how you can share this gift with others. Encourage friends and family to join you in morning prayers or affirmation practices. By fostering a community centered around spiritual growth, you amplify the effects of God's shield and divine protection, not only in your life, but in the lives of those you care about. Together, you can create a sanctuary of faith that supports and uplifts everyone involved. In conclusion, as you embrace each morning, remember the profound impact of starting your day with God's shield and divine protection from all evil. Through prayer, obedience, and a commitment to living in His presence, you equip yourself to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Your morning routine becomes a sacred ritual that empowers you to transform the world around you, reflecting the love and light of God in all that you do. Let each day be a testament to the strength found in faith, as you walk confidently in the assurance of His divine protection. To truly start your morning with God's shield and divine protection from all evil, it is essential to cultivate a practical routine that intertwines prayer, obedience, and a conscious commitment to living in His presence. Each day presents a new opportunity to embrace these elements, transforming your mornings into a powerful foundation for the challenges ahead. Begin by setting a specific time for your morning routine, allowing yourself the space to engage with God without distractions. Find a quiet place where you can connect with Him intimately. This could be a cozy corner of your home, a garden, or a peaceful room. As dawn breaks and light fills the space, take a moment to breathe deeply and center your thoughts. Acknowledge the gift of a new day and invite God into your morning. Start with prayer, approaching it not as a mere obligation, but as a vital conversation with your Creator. Speak openly about your hopes, fears, and intentions for the day. Let your words be raw and sincere. Express your desire for guidance and protection. For instance, you might say, "Lord, I seek your shield today as I step into the world. Guard my heart and mind from negativity and evil." This heartfelt communication sets the tone for divine protection and aligns your spirit with God's presence. As you engage in prayer, consider incorporating specific affirmations of faith. These affirmations can serve as powerful declarations that reinforce your belief in God's promises. For example, you might affirm, "I am surrounded by God's shield, and I walk in His divine protection." Repeating such affirmations instills a sense of assurance, reminding you that you are not alone. You are enveloped in God's love, which shields you from the trials and tribulations that may arise throughout the day. Following your prayers and affirmations, reflect on the concept of obedience. Recognize that living in accordance with God's teachings unlocks the door to His blessings and protection. As you prepare for your day, think about the choices you will make and how they align with His will. Whether it's being kind to a colleague, practicing patience with a family member, or choosing honesty over convenience, each decision matters. Embracing obedience not only strengthens your faith but also manifests God's power in your life, allowing you to experience His divine protection more fully. Make it a practice to read a passage from Scripture each morning. This can guide you in your journey of obedience and living with purpose. Reflect on the verses that speak to you, asking God for insight on how to apply them throughout your day. For example, if you read about love and forgiveness, consider how you can embody those virtues in your interactions. Allow these teachings to shape your mindset and actions, reinforcing your commitment to live according to God's will. As you embrace these daily practices, remember the significance of living in God's presence. Cultivating a relationship with Him transforms your perspective, enabling you to see the world through His eyes. Throughout the day, pause to acknowledge His presence in your life. Whether at work, in social interactions, or during moments of solitude, invite Him into your thoughts and actions. This continual awareness keeps you aligned with His purpose, allowing you to reflect His light in every situation. To further integrate this practice, consider keeping a journal dedicated to your spiritual journey. Each morning, jot down your prayers, affirmations, and reflections on Scripture. This journal can serve as a reminder of God's faithfulness in your life. As you look back on your entries, you will witness the ways He has protected you and guided you through challenges. Documenting your experiences not only deepens your connection with God, but also encourages gratitude for His ongoing presence and protection. Throughout the day, remember to carry the shield of God with you. Before stepping out, visualize it enveloping you, guarding you against negativity and evil influences. Whenever you encounter challenges or moments of doubt, remind yourself of your morning affirmations and the power of God's protection. This mental imagery serves as a source of strength, empowering you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence. Engage with others who share your faith, fostering a supportive community that encourages spiritual growth. Share your experiences and insights, and engage in discussions about how you each perceive God's protection in your lives. This exchange of ideas can inspire you to deepen your practices and discover new ways to start your mornings with God's shield. Finally, as you conclude your day, take time to reflect on the blessings and lessons learned. Thank God for His protection and guidance, acknowledging the moments where you felt His presence. This practice instills a sense of closure, allowing you to rest in the assurance that you are shielded and protected. In every aspect of your morning routine, from prayer to obedience to living in God's presence, you are actively cultivating a life that embodies divine protection. Remember, each day is a new canvas, awaiting your brushstrokes of faith, love, and purpose. By integrating these principles into your life, you will not only find strength in God's shield but also illuminate the world around you. Embrace the promise of starting your morning with God's shield and divine protection from all evil, knowing that in doing so, you are equipping yourself for a life filled with purpose, peace, and unwavering faith.